Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are fine and have a nice day. My name is Bunga Restu Adinda from R4A. So today's topic is how I can develop skills and strategies for speaking and presenting teaching materials to my student in junior high school. What's my strategy? What special skills do I need? Without any further ado, let's get started. As an educator, it's important to teach my student not just the subject immediately at hand, but also to build the skills and understanding that my student can carry forward into the learning environments in their future. From test-taking skills and study habits to more general life skills like public speaking and self-motivation, teaching is about guiding the next generation of students into their life as functional members of society. And one of the skills I can help instill in my student is the ability to present and speak in public. If I were a teacher, I would teach my student the method of presenting material. Middle school students can already be taught to discuss material through presentation. I think this is very important to hone their speaking skills in public. Of course, if I want to teach good presentation methods, I have to set an example for my student. So, this is my way to teach my student about presentation and public speaking. First, show example. One of the best ways to ease my student into the world of presentation is to inspire them. I should show example of public speaking and discuss with them, so I can see what my students have to say and how they react. Second, use small groups. Sure, presenting for a whole class can feel overwhelming, but breaking off into small groups can be a great stepping stone to practice that skill needed to present, but in a lower stakes environment. Third, reinforce positive feedback. The power of positive reinforcement can really do wonders for students, both in terms of self-esteem and actual academic success. While some teachers evaluate based on areas in need of improvement, I find that focusing first on what my students are doing right can give them something to focus on so they can keep up the good work and grow their confidence. Fourth, revisit previous project. Revisiting a project can not only help students realize how far they have come, but also in understanding themselves a bit better overall through the process. Lastly, run a discussion-based classroom. If my students are used to lectures all day long, finally getting the chance to speak can feel foreign. However, in a discussion-based classroom, my students can express themselves freely and practice their speaking skills regularly. So it won't feel so odd when the time comes to do it more formally. Besides that, I think mental encouragement is also needed to improve their speaking skills. Maybe some of my students will find speaking English difficult in terms of grammar or pronunciation. As a teacher, I will encourage their interest and ability to improve their English speaking skill. I will assure them that there is no need to be afraid to start speaking English. They can start with simple things like listening to English music or podcasts, watching English movies, or reading English books. I will validate their feelings, encourage them, and give example of the benefits we can get if we improve our English skills. I will tell my students that improving their speaking skills can advance their career, building their confidence, expanding their network, developing their leadership skills, and becoming better listeners. One of the methods I will be using is having my student make up a story and tell it in front of the class. Now, take a look at how I represent it in front of my class. Okay everybody, now Miss Bunga wants you to make a story. It can be of any genre. You choose. Thriller, horror, romance, or anything else. Then you write your story and tell it in front of the class. I will record you like usual so that one day you can go back there and see you telling the story. It will turn into a good memory. For example, I would tell a story about fox and cat. One day, a cat and a fox were having a conversation. The fox, who was a conceited creature, boasted how clever she was. Why? I know at least 100 tricks to get away from our mutual enemies, the dogs, she said. I know only one trick to get away from dogs, said the cat. You should teach me some of yours. Well, maybe someday, when I have the time, I may teach you a few of the simpler ones, replied the fox airily. Just then, they heard the barking of a pack of dogs in the distance. The barking grew louder and louder. The dogs were coming in their direction. At once, the cat ran to the nearest tree and climbed into its branches, well out of reach of any dog. This is the trick I told you about, the only one I know, said the cat. Which one of your 100 tricks are you going to use? Said the cat. The fox sat silently under the tree, wondering which trick she should use. Before she could make up her mind, the dog arrived. They fell on the fox and tore her to pieces. So, class, we can see that here the figure of the fox is arrogant, right? He was too selfish until he got unlucky by his own action. Remember, when you present your story, you should pay attention to your tone, voice, and expression. We will discuss it next week, so prepare your material. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video until the end. I hope you can learn good things from my video. I'm really sorry if there's any wrong pronunciation or subtitles. My name is Bunga Adinda and see you in the next videos.